Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 3 for the event 1 health and longevity. In this example, I'm going to discuss about a chart, a female native who are suffering from severe back pain due to the chronic cervical spondylitis. She had to undergo spine surgery for the recovery. Let us study the chart. This is the birth chart of that female native, and let us start studying the chart. As per the preliminary step, we have to study the basic study on the natal chart. Lagna is Virgo Lagna, and Lagna Lord is posted in the 5th house, conjoined with the 12th Lord Sun. In the sign of Saturn, Saturn is 5th Lord and also 6th Lord. That in the sign of Lagna, Virgo, Ketu is posted. Ketu posted in the 12th house, but ruling the Lagna sign. Jupiter, the Badhaga Lord, is conjoined with Rahu, is aspecting to the Lagna and the Ketu. And Lagna Lord Mercury is not directly influenced by unfavorable 8th house, 12th house, 6th house significator, but Mercury is conjoined with 12th Lord, and Mercury in the sign of Saturn, who is 5th Lord and also 6th Lord, and Mercury represents Ketu, who is posted in the 12th house and aspected by the Badhaga Lord, Jupiter, from the 6th house. So this way, Lagna is indirectly connected to the 6th house, 8th house, and 12th house, and Badhaga Lord. It indicates some sort of weakness to the Lagna, but not strongly it is indicating any weakness. Okay. Now, next step, what we have to do, we have to study the self-significator of all planets. First, we have to study select the event. So, event I have already selected. Now, we have to check the self-significator of all planets. That is the step number 2. We have to do that. Let us check the self-significator before going to the destiny and the DBA predictions. Self-significator. You can see all 9 planets. That self-significator, how to check it? Unfavorable planets, you check it. Or you can take Lagna Lord, 10th Lord, 5, 3, 7, 11, 4, and 10. So this is having favorable grouping. Some weakness, but that is not weak. So this Mercury, we can take it as good significator, and 4 and 10 is present. So we can give blue color. It is not green because it has got 4 and 10 cuspal sublord. Then 5th Lord and also 6th Lord occupying 3rd house. So this is 5 and 3 are good. Being the 6th Lord, let us give Saturn also blue color. And 11th Lord, where is 11th Lord? Yes, Moon, 11th Lord occupying 7th house. It is not unfavorable. So, but still 11th Lord occupying 7th house. So we can make it Moon also blue. On the unfavorable side, 12th Lord occupying 5th house, 8 and 12 star Lord and 8 and 12 sublord. This is more weaker. So definitely we have to give red. Then 8th Lord, 3rd Lord, 8th Lord occupying 7th house, but 1, 5, 9 star Lord. This is very good significator. 3, 7, 1, 5, 9. So, but being 8th Lord, let us give, because of that, let us give blue. If it is more unfavorable also present, we can give pink color, but still it is only, 8th Lord only. Because of that, I am giving that blue. Then Rahu, occupant of the 6th house, but 5 and 11 cuspal star lord. It represents Jupiter, 4, 7, 6, 2, 6, 10. Some unfavorable houses are present, but not strongly unfavorable. But being the Badhaga Lord for the Virgo Lagna, Jupiter is the Badhaga Lord, but also having 1, 3, 9 cuspal sublord, favorable houses. So since Rahu moving towards 5 and 11 and support of the 1, 3, 9, so Rahu also can be given blue color. It means blue in this chart, blue means it has got favorable grouping along with some weakness. And Jupiter, as I said, Jupiter is a Badhaga Lord and 1, 3, 9 cuspal sublord representing Rahu. Since Badhaga Lord occupying 6th house, Jupiter we can give it as the pink shade. I hope it is better. And Venus, second lord, ninth lord occupying 4th house, 4th star lord, 2 and 6 cuspal sublord. So being the ninth lord, it is okay, but it has got more unfavorable houses. So let us make Venus is the light red. And Ketu, occupant of the 12th house, but it represents Mercury having favorable houses and 4 and 10. So Ketu, we can give it as a mixed one. Or we can give light red also, but because of this Mercury, some favorable houses, Lagna 1, 5, 3, 11 are present, and I have given that pink. I hope we have given all the colors. Now let us set colors. So let us go to the home page and let us study the self-significators once again, which are the more unfavorable and which are all favorable. Let me go to the all EPS tables and let us open the birth chart also. And let us open that North Indian charts for the benefit of the North Indian followers and self-significator. So now out of this self-significator, which are the favorable key planet and which are the unfavorable key planet? All the blue color are favorable key planet. Out of them, Mars and Rahu, because 3, 1, 5, 9 and Rahu is 5 and 11 cuspal sublord, 6 moving towards this one. And Saturn 5 and 3 and then Mercury, they are all having favorable grouping. And unfavorable is Venus and Sun, unfavorable key planets. So we have to now check the destiny, whether the destiny planet is having favorable key planets or unfavorable key planet, that we have to check. Lagna Lord, we have to check. Who is the Lagna Lord? Lagna Lord is Mercury. Lagna Lord Mercury is blue color planet in the star of Rahu, occupying 6th house, 5 and 11. So it is having blue color, but favorable 5 and 11. So Lagna 1, 5, 3, 11. And the star lord is 6th occupant. So Lagna will experience 6th house, but that will be given recovery. And that star lord of the star lord, again Mercury 1, 5, 3, 11 and 4 and 10. So it is having favorable supports at the star level and also 12 level. What about the sub level? This first step is good, and second step, star lord and star lord of the star lord, that combined level, unfavorable are reduced and favorable are supported. And the sublord, what it is signifying? Sublord is Badhaga Lord, but moving towards 1, 3, 9, representing Rahu. So it means what? Lagna will face some sort of issue, but not detrimental issue. And that sublord will, Badhaga Lord will give some weakness, but towards recovery only. So it means Lagna Lord is not completely weaker. Some weakness is present, but not detrimental. You can see it is not connected to 8th house and 6, 8, 12 grouping. Unfavorable Venus and Sun are not playing role in the Mercury. So now let us check the Lagna sublord. Lagna sublord is Badhaga Lord itself in the star and sub of North, Venus and Sun. So that way it is good. Star of Saturn, 12 level is Mercury, sub of Mercury. So looking at that favorable, unfavorable key planets, Jupiter is star and sub of favorable key planets only. So it is not indicating any strong trouble. But still, being the Lagna Lord and that's being the Lagna sub Lord and Bhataka Lord, if these planets are having that Venus and Sun in its supports, that can give trouble. That will be trouble only as a secondary level. So we can see that Jupiter is having Ketu in the aspect, and Venus, Saturn having that Venus, Rasi Lord for Venus, and Rasi Lord for Sun, and sublord is Mercury is having Sun in conjunction. So the influence of the unfavorable planets are there for the Lagna sublord, sorry, and seventh sublord, and Badhaga Lord, seventh Lord, and fourth Lord. They are present, but not strongly. They are influencing the Lagna sublords. It means what? It is not strong indicating any strong weakness, but weakness or some troubles are indicated through the supports. So now we have to check the sixth house. Sixth Lord and fifth Lord in the star of that Mercury and Jupiter favorable. So 6 is not strongly supported to the 8th house and 12th house. But look at the sixth sublord, Venus. Venus is sixth sublord, 2, 9, 4, 4, 2, and 6. Our red color planet in the star of Sun and Sun in the star of Rahu. Step 1 is weak. Step 2 is more unfavorable, and 2A level planet, star lord of the star lord, is giving some remedy. 12, 5, 8 and 12, 8 and 12 in the star of your planet, which is giving 5 and 11. 6 is supportive, but towards 5 and 11, the 5 is getting the support, and 8 and 12 are not further supported by the Rahu. It means what? Venus is getting some unfavorable, that sixth, sublord connected to 8 and 12. 6, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12 grouping are indicated by the Venus, and Venus is in the star of Sun. So that Sun is indicating strong unfavorable significations, so that some sort of defect or health ailment is increased, deteriorated, and that is being reduced by the 2A level planet Rahu. That Sun is conjoined with Mercury, that is called our Lagna Lord. So that Sun, the Karaga planet for the bone. And Saturn also, it is in the sign of Saturn, that is also Karaga planet for the bone. And it is connected to the Mercury. Mercury's Lagna Lord is getting afflicted by the Sun. Mercury is normally, you know that it is Karaga planet for the nerve. So Sun is unfavorable significator, is afflicting Mercury, so it is causing some sort of compression or some sort of affliction to the nerve. So because of that, that native is getting a lot of pain because of that Sun significations. The backbone is getting more pain. Sublord, what it signifies? Sublord, again, same Venus, it is 4, 4, 2, 6, 8. So it means what? That Venus, that sixth sublord in the star of, these houses, it is indicating some trouble to the health, deteriorated by the, aggravated by the significations, and it can lead to some health issues. But since the Lagna sublord is not strongly indicating more trouble, 1, 6, 8, 12, all combinations are not indicated by the Lagna, and Lagna Lord also, the Lagna sublord also, this is indicating some defect, but not serious health issues. I hope you are able to understand. So you can see the Karagatva of the planet Venus. Venus, Karagatva also will get some sort of problem. Definitely the native was suffering from uterus problems also, some problem into the uterus functions. And along with that, it is also indicating some problem on account of the Sun, that is on account of this a spinal problem. And she started facing a lot of pain, and that pain is increasing because of that, because 6 is connected to the 8 and 12 strongly. So this is more unfavorable. It is indicating that the native is liable to face some health issues especially some defects, because 4, 8, 12 are connected, and Lagna is not connected to 6th house, but it is not strongly connected to 6, 8, 12 grouping. So because of that, it is not indicating serious health issues, but that Lagna, but it is indicating some serious things because of this combination, especially is a defect. It is not a disease. So we have studied the destiny. We have studied, yes, destiny is indicating some issue. So now what we have to do, next step, we have to see the Dasa period. Which is the Dasa? Now she is running Ragu Dasa. Previously, she was running Mars Dasa. In prior to the Mars, she was running Moon Dasa. So out of this, now which are the periods are more unfavorable for the such health issues? Mars in the star and sub of Venus itself, and Moon the same way. Moon is also the star of Venus. Venus and Sun are unfavorable key planet, and sublord is Mars. So here the difference is, she's into IT field. Definitely, she used to have more work, stress, and back pain will be there. So now, whether Moon was more unfavorable or Mars was more unfavorable. Moon 11th Lord, star Lord this is not good, and sublord is Mars. Sublord is good. So that source is good. This effect is having mixed signification, and Mars sublord is good. Suppose if Moon or Mars are forming rudal link to the Venus, star level planet, so the impact of that unfavorable will get reduced, right? So let us check whether Moon is getting any support. Moon is conjoined with Mars. Rasi Lord also Mars. That Mars itself is the sublord. So Moon is not going to give trouble, because sublord is not promising, and also forming ruler link to the Moon, source planet itself. So that way, Moon is not unfavorable. And star level planet Venus is aspected by Saturn. Rasi Lord also Saturn, and aspected by Saturn. Saturn is also a good planet. So that way, through the supports and also through the ruler link, that Moon is favorable. But whereas Mars, in the star of this planet, you can see Mars is source level is good, but it is facing problem. 8th Lord, 3rd Lord. What is 3rd Lord? 3rd Lord is talking about the movement. 3rd Lord, 8th Lord is having favorable houses, but star level and 12 level planets are not favoring. So this is not good. If Mars planet also not passing any ruler link to the other levels, but those planets are getting support from the Saturn and Mercury. So some supports are there, but not through the ruler link. So definitely during the Mars period, the native will face a lot of problem in her movements and body, and all this neck pains, because Mars is also posted in own sign in the Aries. So that can cause some sort of problem in the neck. Now, under Mars period, which are the Bugdhis are unfavorable? What we have to see, which are the unfavorable key planets making that Mars weaker? Obviously, Venus and Sun. So the planet which are having this Venus and Sun in their rulers, that we have to find. Which are the planets are having that Venus and Sun? Rahu having Venus and Sun at the last level. Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, no. Ketu, no. And Venus and Sun itself in the sub of Venus and Sun. So this is more unfavorable. And Sun in the star of Rahu and sub of this Mars, this is not unfavorable. So it means what? Venus is more unfavorable than the Rahu also, because Rahu and the star level is forming very good grouping, only indicating some issue. So during Mars period, Mars in the star of Venus, that Venus itself is acting as the Bugdhi Lord. Venus is in the star of Sun, further supported by the sublord. You can see the result, effect planet Step number 2, sun in the star of Rahu. So sun's unfavorable are reduced by the Rahu. That's what I was telling. So it means what? Though unfavorable, that unfavorable are reduced by the 12 level planet. So it is supportive for recovery. But sublord is again giving trouble. So still that recovery will not be permanent. So during that mass period, Dasa, Venus Bugdi was running. So he was facing lot of problem, lot of pain and all. So during that period, she was advised to go for treatment for the, surgery. She was undergoing treatment only, but it was not permanently giving any relief. She was advised to go for surgery for the complete recovery. But though the surgery is, as per the doctors, is permanent recovery, but it was also not permanent recovery. So, but still it is comparatively better. Under Mars, Venus Bugdi, which Antra will be more favorable? Definitely for the Antra to be favorable, that Antra planet should have these, our moon, Mars or Rahu, Saturn and Mercury. They are all the favorable key planets are present. So their role is important. And among that, which is the favorable key planet in the Bugdi Lord. Bugdi Lord favorable key planet, which is giving that recovery is Rahu, right? Rahu is the favorable key planet. And indirectly Jupiter. The Badhaka Lord role is also important for the surgery. So importantly, Rahu. So which are the planets are having Rahu in the star level and sub level it is present? That we have to find. So if you check each and every planet, Venus, Bugdi, and Sun is having star Lord Rahu and sub Lord is Mars. This is good. But source planet is talking about 12, 5, 8 and 12, 8 and 12. It is indicating a lot of struggles, and star level is giving a recovery from the struggle, and sublord also favorable. So it is not strongly talking about the Lagna is going to experience such, surgery and all. So here it is talking about unfavorable houses, and star level is 12, 6, 5, 11 or supportive for the, that health. So during that sun period, she may not have that much problem during that sun antra under the Venus Bhukti. But she would have got some sort of recovery by way of some medicines. Here, moon, no. Mars itself, no. Look at Rahu. Rahu is good, but star level planet is not so good, because 5 and 11 in the star of your planet is good only, but 4 and 10. So 5, 11 is not supported. And further, sublord is Venus. So this is not good. So Rahu also not favorable. And Jupiter is the Badhaga Lord. So whenever Badhaga Lord is playing role, we have to be careful. Badhaga Lord in the star of your planet, and that is fine. But here, the Badhaga Lord in the star and sub of the sublord is not so good, because 1, 5, 3, 7, 11, 4 and 10. So this is supportive for some recovery, but not through the permanent recovery through the surgery and all. It is not so good, because star level, sub level, star level planet is not ruled by our important key planet Rahu. Next one is Saturn. Saturn is the star of this planet, sub of this planet. They are all supportive, but not connected to our key planet. Look at Mercury. Lagna Lord is playing role. Here I was telling about the Badhaga Lord. Now Lagna Lord is playing. So when Lagna Lord is playing, and it is talking about 4 and 10, but in the star of your planet, 5 and 11. And that sublord is Jupiter Badhaga Lord 1, 3, 9, 5 and 11. So it indicates Lagna will experience some problem. Lagna will experience that 5 and 11 also. And sublord is Badhaga Lord. That Badhaga Lord is representing Rahu also in the star level. So Badhaga Lord is also playing, and the key planets also playing, and Lagna is experiencing this. So that way, this planet is free from the Venus and Sun, and it is having that Lagna and 1, 5, 11 and 1, 3, 9 combinations. If you look at that, all levels grouping, it is favorable grouping on the from 1 Lagna onwards, 1, 5, 5, 11, and 1, 5, 3, 11, and again 1, 3, 9, 11. So that way it is very good. So that way it is indicating this planet Lagna role is also coming, Badaka Lord is also coming. So recovery planet also playing role at the star level. So during that, Mars Dasa, Venus Bugdi, and Mercury Antra, and Saturn Sukshma. Because Saturn Sukshma, Saturn is in the star of a planet, Mercury in the star of this planet. So the three planets of this is playing role. That Saturn 5 and 3, the Karaka planet also for the bone. So that planet is playing role, and it is supportive for the surgery and recovery. Moreover, Saturn is posted in the sign of Mars, and Mars also aspecting to the Saturn, and Mars is the Dasa Lord. So that way, that Saturn planet, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Saturn, she went surgery, spine surgery for the recovery. I think you are able to understand the importance of the key planets and the favorable key planets and unfavorable key planets in the destiny, which are the planets are giving trouble, unfavorable key planets in the destiny, and favorable key planets in the destiny. And once the dasa is found, then if dasa is having that unfavorable key planets, which are the unfavorable key planets are making that dasa destiny is weaker and dasa lord also weaker. So having kept in mind, if you study the Bugdilad, which are all having the influence of these unfavorable key planets during their, periods, they can give trouble according to the source, effect, and result top to down combined level, which Bugdi is having got unfavorable key planets, and also through the source to the result, if it is having unfavorable chain, it is present, that will support for the event, for the unfavorable or even for the favorable also, that we have to keep it in mind. Once it is done, then we have to check the antra, which is for the what purpose. Now this event, not for when the native is going to have problem. Yes, when the native is facing the problem of the health issues in Mars period. So in the Mars period, which period is going to cause more trouble? Venus period. In the Venus, whether it is supportive for when the seriousness of the disease or the trouble disorder is happening, then only we are thinking of the such surgery and all. So even that Bugdi should support for the surgery. Tasalad already Mars is supportive, and in the Bugdi Venus having that Rahu in the effect level, it is supporting for the recovery. So in that case, the planet which is going to give the recovery, that planet should be ruled by, that should have the role of Lagna, Badaka Lord, and 5th house, 8th house, 11th house, if they're all playing, they will give for the recovery by way of surgery. I think you are able to understand. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next example with the new case. Thank you.